Reminds me of watching the 90 Bulls with Scottie Pippen.
Oh, a steal by TBJ. The two-handed jam.
Ultimately, what coaches look at.
And Troy Brown Jr. makes both free throws. I also think as TBJ steals it, Wagner with the bucket. Clark trying to get it in, stolen by Troy Brown Jr. Here's Robinson at the buzzer, knocks down his first bucket as a Wizard. It's a buzzer-beating three.
Bass knocking it down with confidence.
Shaq Harrison, turnover. Here's Troy Brown Jr. TBJ saving it to Napier with the left.
He was like, TV.
Good hands by Brown. Gets the steal again. Bertans for three. There's his first field goal of the night. Good switch right now. Bertans on Young.
Great help and great bump out by him.
And there's a steal by Troy Brown Jr. Really good defensive possession right there for the Wizards. Thought he was fouled. Everyone's up in arms. They can't believe there was no foul called there. Now TBJ steals it. Ish running the floor. Smith to the reverse, puts it in.
Stay in front of your man, Arch. To Thaddeus, and he tried to make a pass. He had a layup. Tried to throw it out to the corner. Bertans inside, layup good.
Even if it goes off the glass and you didn't mean it. Built that confidence, and it's all she wrote.
Troy leaves it off for Chiozza for three, and Chiozza hits the three.
Admiral Schofield tries Vucevic now. Augustine, shot blocked. Bird saved it, but into the hands of Washington. Longa.
Roster spots to the All-Star game, and if they might need to look at that.
Here's Troy Brown Jr. with the steal. Nice move.
Diver, got good hands and touch around the basket.
Kendrick Nunn has it intercepted. Good instincts there by Troy Brown Jr., the second-year swingman out of Oregon. Bertans for three.
Knicks have to have it knocked away. Brown layup won't go. Dennis Smith the rebound. And Smith just careless with the ball. And that's the 7th turnover already.
A little bit out of control. Yuta was the second. Hachimura the third. And Solomon Hill loses the basketball, picked up by Brown.
Sheck with 13 points off the Suns bench. And again, you've got to take care of the rock when you're down by 16. With the three on the way.
Jokic posting against Wagner. Pop it out to Barton. Barton's got 4 to shoot. He's in the lane and he pulled it away. That's a good defensive play by the Wizards.
As Bryant goes 1 for 2 from the line. And then the steal by Brown.
And in Phoenix, I mean, this guy was unguardable. He used to give John Wall some fits.
Good hands. Troy Brown Jr. knocks it away.
So watch out for him at the rim. We saw it in Memphis with Brandon Clark. He's one of those guys.
Air ball there by Beal. There's TBJ getting a hand on it. Here's Beal with the steal. Bertans for the dunk, and he misses. Wizards still fighting here in this fourth quarter. And Scott Brooks will keep AP in the game. That ball's deflected by Troy Brown Jr. He gets it. Here come the Knicks trying to run. The lob, it's broken up by Troy Brown Jr. Good deflection. Another turnover for New York. TBJ, the shovel pass to Gary Payton II to the reverse.
There's your double-double for Cody Zeller. Turnover. Foul at half court. Offensive rebound beyond ball. Troy Brown picks off that pass.
That goes for Gafford. That goes for Lowry when he was a rookie. Wendell Carter Jr. And you give them good minutes. You let them play through their mistakes.
They're going to need to start double teaming. They're going to need to be a lot more disruptive, not just on the perimeter, but also in the pick and roll game. Good job by Troy.
There by Troy Brown Jr.
Penetrates. Randall off the dribble. Bad pass. Knicks really struggling with the turnovers. 5 already.
And Hollis Jefferson seeing the minutes. It's interesting to watch, who's in, who's out.
Doesn't get it. And back the other way is Robinson. Taken away by Troy Brown Jr. What a steal. Just picked the pocket.
I always see him anchoring back on the back end of the defensive line, talking and communicating. as he comes up with the steal right there. A former teammate of mine.
Wizards up by 12. Let them score if they want to. It's stolen, and the Wizards can dribble this one out. Back door, and that is picked off here by Bjelica. Good help and recovery by Troy Brown Jr. Really good defense by Admiral Schofield. Loose ball. Carter Williams has it, turns it over. Here comes Troy Brown Jr. challenging Carter Williams. McRae has the three blocked by Bazemore. Whiteside's got it. Troy Brown Jr. takes it away.
Rebound, Bruce Brown, a little 2-on-2. He's got Thonmaker trailing if he wants him. Tried to scoot it across court to Langston Galloway.
Contesting on everything inside of 15 feet. Good decision by Ross on that lob.
And stick around for all the analysis, and highlights, everything you need. All the interviews. Washington 9th in the East currently. Law trying to find AD. That was off target. Here come the Wizards. They're running again. All the way. Put it up. Put it in. Lakers need a timeout.
If things are not going well in the offensive end, you need to make other players better. There's 11 assists this game for the Washington Wizards.
And not only lining it up, rotating it and making a splash.
Kennard has it poked away from behind. Here comes Brown. Miles running up ahead. Miles to the reverse. No, the follow dunk, and they're going to say that's basket interference.
Well below his career averages as a three-point shooter.
Good hands there by Brown on the steal, and then Porter Jr. called for the foul.
Butler doesn't like to shoot the three. Looking down low, it's knocked away. Here's a steal. McRae nearly carried it. Hachimura. He gets stripped by Ennis. Here comes Embiid, and it's Troy Brown Jr. again taking it away. Over Mahinmi, good defense, the help side by Jan to come over and alter that shot. Gibson against Williams, and Troy Brown Jr. comes away to steal it. For three, in and out. Stolen by Troy Brown Jr. Bertans wants it again.
It has been tough to match by other teams.
Brown knocks it away from Fournier. Here comes TBJ, gets wrapped up. Hero against Brown. Brown reaching, tries to take it away. He does. Here comes Smith. Tyus Jones with a rebound. Beal's off the bench, the scorer's table. Morant has it poked away from behind by Troy Brown Jr. Troy Brown Jr. just turned it over. A bad pass. Osman took it away. Now TBJ pokes it away. Here comes Beal.
Coming off a 44-point night in their loss in Boston on Wednesday night. Yeah, Rob Covington and Christian Rosas go back quite a ways. Tony Brown Jr. takes it.
If there is a team you should be able to go 2-3 zone against, it's this T-Wolves team. They don't shoot the ball well from three. There's another turnover. Troy Brown able to recover. DeRozan. Good defense there by Brown. Great defense gets the steal.
We're very happy to go back to Orlando. Still owns a house down there, so he got plugged back in. Bertans.
Beautiful night.
Payton hits a three.
After sneaks with a spinning hook, and he got it.
Schofield, the former Tennessee Volunteer, makes his first appearance. Brown doubled and blocked by Jackson, but gets it back. Schofield rolls. Good find underneath. First look at Justin Robinson for Washington. Chioza, an unguarded three, puts it in.
Oh, what a word. You gotta have a talk with that young man.
His inner point guard came out. Mahimi, another layup. He's been active. Bertans calling for it.
You gotta have a talk with that young man.
His inner point guard came out. Bertans, Mahimi, another.
Maturity and the skill set that you learn later in the game. Shot clock at 1. Bryant just gets it off and beats.
Bertans calling for it. Nick Batum into the game, shading him. Bertans. Doesn't make a difference where he is on the floor.